Superstitious. Well, you wore the number 15 shirt. We're going to talk about the 9 shirt at Chelsea in a minute. You wore the 15 at Arsenal.
Yes.
How did that come about?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it just went down the ladder a little bit. I mean, I was 23, my first ever number.
Why?
Don't know. They just said, you're 23. I think back in the day when I first played, it was 1 to 11, wasn't it?
And was it?
Yeah,
okay,
you
were
played
just
7. I think I've got a number 10 Arsenal shirt at home, number 7, number 8. So I think you just wore any number at times. I think it changed. I don't know what sort of year it changed. Back 90, but it was in the Premier League.
Premier League 92. Yeah.
It changed, and that's when I went to 23. And I can't remember when I went to 15. You must have been a few seasons at 23.
Did you like the 15?
I think you come down shirt numbers. That means you're getting closer to the first team, I should imagine. I think as a youngster, you was put in number 23, and I should imagine at that time people like Paul Dickoff was there with me. He would have been 20s as well, and you had the first 11, didn't you? Who probably the regular players, they would have had their numbers, and then you just work your way down.
What about England when you play for England?
Again, I didn't have a squad number. I was usually number 15 or 16, sub.
Oh, okay. No, you weren't. When you started for England?
I wore number 7.
7, did you? You wore the 7. Did you not feel it? Maybe an air of pride wearing the 7.
Do you know when usually as a team, you know the numbers where the position is, didn't you?
Yeah.
Back in the day, number 2 was always right back.
Yeah.
Number 7 was always right midfield.
3.
Number 4 and 8 was always central midfield for us. 2 up front was 9 and 10. 11 was always left wing. So you really wherever you played, if you played left back, you get number 3.
But did you play with people that were superstitious about their shirt numbers? Can you understand it? Because you obviously weren't. Can you understand it?
Yeah, certain people. I think Henri wanted 14. I can't remember why, but there's a certain happened in his life. Maybe he was 14 something. I don't know, but he wanted number 14 because I should imagine he could have had 9 whenever he wanted. Because Dennis Bergkamp was number 10 at the time. I'm sure as a striker, he could have had 9.
Who was 9? Was it Reyes?
I think Francis Jeffers had it for a while.
Oh, okay.
When he come in. I can't remember who had it after that. I can't remember what Reyes was.
I can't believe that, Varane has just gone to United, and supposedly Phil Jones wouldn't give up his 4 shirt. And I'm like, how is that even a conversation? Why has the manager not gone, you're giving up your 4 shirt? I don't understand that. How can a player have that much command over the shirt number?
I think... Yeah, but it's just a bit of respect from the player, isn't it? If you're going to lose your number, it's up to Phil Jones to say, look... why would you want someone's numbers already there? No. It's like me going to Hull City when I went there, my last game of the season. I might have been a bigger player than certain players, but someone might have had 15. I wouldn't even think about asking, I want that number 15 shirt.
No, but
I would respect it that he's wearing 15.
If you were Arsenal,
and whatever number's 3, I'd have.
No, but if you were Arsenal and you weren't getting the game, it was obvious you were 4th or 5th choice, which is where Phil Jones is now. Certainly with the arrival of Varane. And they came over to you and said, listen, we've just signed this new player. We want him to have 15. Would you have a problem with it?
Well, that means he might say, well, no, I want to fight for my position.
Yeah, but you're 5th in the pecking order.
I don't think that should even come into the conversation. Whatever shirt you've got and you're still at the club, that's a little bit disrespectful for me to say, well, no, I'll have that now. I'm a better player than you. I'm going to play in front of you, so I want your number. I wouldn't go down that road. I would say, right, okay, what spare numbers are there? And then you can pick whatever number you want with the spare numbers. I would have gone that road. If I was moving into a club and knowing I'm going to be first choice, I wouldn't want to tread on people's toes and say, look, I want that shirt or I'm not playing. You don't really need to do that. Whether Varane is, superstitious and wants the number 4, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. And he just thought, well, that's a better number to have than number 19. But
do you think a number can be blocked? For argument's sake, we're talking about Chelsea, we're talking about Lukaku. You look at previous number 9s at Chelsea: Crespo, Kesman, Steve Sidwell, I think, wore the number 9. Higuain wore it, Morata, Torres.
Yeah, see, I'm not that sort of person who thinks that's going to be a curse. No, I just think that the players were coming in at that time. That was always a spare shirt. People come and go as number 9, which they did. And no one really hanged around long, did they? Who had it? So the new player comes in. That's a very attractive number to have, isn't it?
But if
as a number,
of course, I get that.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
If they say to you, look, you can have numbers 18, 19, 20, or number 9.
You're going to go for 9.
You're going to go for 9.
But you can understand why there's either bad or good attached to a shirt number. For argument's sake, if you signed for Manchester United and they gave you the 7, right? You'd feel a lot more pressurised, wouldn't you? Just because of the shirt number.
Well, look at George Best. Who wore that shirt?
Yeah, George Best, Beckham, Koppel, Ronaldo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't mention Michael Owen. Di Maria wore it.
Absolutely. So some players wouldn't want the number 7.
Yeah.
And I don't think that didn't affect my performance at all. Knowing what number I've got.
Give
on
me
my back.
some silly superstitions.
Well,
that
it could affect people years ago when people used to bet on shirt numbers, didn't they?
What do you mean? Oh, well, yes, the scorers.
Yeah, so
forgot about that.
If you had people had 99 on their back,
yeah,
a lot of people. So
a lot of people didn't. You've just made that up, Ray. A lot of people
you.
didn't have 99.
Some people had 9 plus 1 because they wanted 10.
That's right. That's right. There was one player.
That is. I'm not. That's going a bit too far.
There was one player who had
77.
Who had 77 because he wanted 7 and it had gone. It was a foreign player.
He likes ice cream. He likes a 99 ice cream. He wanted that.
He had a flake on the back of it.
But
Who had crazy superstitions? I know Paul Ince put his shirt on late.
Do you know? I didn't have superstitions, but mine was a real habit of getting ready for a game. I done everything the same.
Go on.
So it's quite regimental anyway, isn't it? You're told when to eat before a game. This is pre-match meal.
Right.
But then when I got to the ground itself, I always had a massage straight away. So the masseur I'll be straight on there, boff.
Yeah.
Then I'll get my strapping done at a certain time.
Strapping of what? Like an injury?
My ankle. Again, that got a habit. My ankle injury was all right then, but I just put a strapping on anyway.
Right. Who did that? Kit man?
So the kit man.
Physio man.
I'll tell you what, the kit man. And then I'll go and sit down. I'll maybe go to the toilet at a certain time.
No,
before.
You wouldn't. Would you?
Read the programme. Come back out, and then I'll put a little bit of deep heat on my calves at times.
Yeah.
Just before, and then I put a little bit of Vicks. Remember Vicks?
Yeah.
Makes
on
you
the
breathe
shirt.
better on the shirt, like Patrick did. Patrick always seemed.
Yeah.
We used to always do it. Dennis Bergkamp put Vicks behind his knee. Believe it or not. I don't know why.
He had a massive nose.
That was a superstition.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He
put
always done it though.
Sinex
behind his knee, and he just rubbed it in. And maybe again, that's a
goalkeepers when they come out there.
So yeah, certain people are all different, but I always kept to the same routine. Wherever I went, home and away, it didn't matter because the dressing room you're in, you just try to keep the same. Then you obviously go out for your warm-up, then you come in, and the last 5 or 10 minutes is quite vital when you're coming in, getting ready. You
put your pants. You ever wear the same pants?
Same pants?
Yeah.
You've got slips in.
But I mean, do you ever wear like winning pants? Do you do that? Or same socks? You didn't do that?
No. What happens? The kit man put all the kit out, so you'll have your slips there. They're called slips.
What are they called? Slips?
So anybody could have worn them slips.
What do you mean?
They're all going to washing.
You
don't get your slips yourself. They probably do now.
Oh.
It was all thrown in the washing,
and then you can get
wear
any
them
ones next week.
Yeah.
That's a bit
What's
weird.
Wrong with that?
That's a bit weird.
You would have been washed.
Would you do that now? So would you wear Alan Brazil's slip? Would you do that? Still washed?
Well, would it really matter?
Well, you tell me. Would you wear Brazil's slip?
People, I wore the cycling shorts underneath sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get that because it's your own stuff. But you would imagine that.
There's like
they'll
20
probably
have their own slips now.
20 blokes, all the slips, the underwear are washed.
I'm going back to the early 90s.
I know, but still, did you not think it was weird?
Not really.
See, this is what I can't
Just
get my
on
head
with
around.
it.
When you'd all bath together.
Oh yeah, the big bath.
They're not weird.
But you'll have your slips on.
Would you?
Yeah, you keep your slips on.
So I bet some people didn't. I bet some people got in the bath.
Well,
naked.
we had 9 or 10 individual baths at Arsenal.
Right. Did you have a big bath?
We had a big bath, and a lot of people just had individual ones.
Right,
the kit man was the one who run the baths.
Right, let me ask you this. Right, this is what I find.
And then you had your candelabra at the end of the bath.
Of course you did. This is what I find really weird, right? And I've heard it from so many different players. When you got in the bath afterwards, please tell me the manager never got in the bath with you.
No.
But managers do that.
He wouldn't be nowhere near the bath.
Okay, but managers have done that.
They might do when you won a FA Cup.
That's
maybe.
weird, isn't it?
There's a great picture of us when we won the FA Cup '98. All the lads in the big bath, all celebrating with
naked.
Some would have been naked. It's not a big deal, is it?
I don't know. It is nowadays.
Is it? You have showers every day after training. You see everybody's,
not with 20 other blokes.
You see everybody's middle leg, didn't you? It's what it is.
Right, come on. Right, we're going to hunt.
What do you expect then? If you're playing Sunday morning football, you'll all go in the showers.
Yeah, but I wouldn't wear each other's pants the next week.
You have to take your own kit, though.
I would. Certainly. Brazil's playing. Keep your calls coming in. I don't know what on, but keep your calls coming in. 08717 22 33 44. It's Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and Ray Parlour.